Are you ready to explore the world of mysteries?
Hello, mystery lovers. Today we're taking you on a journey through one of the most terrifying and mind-bending crimes in history, the Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s, a killer began spreading deeper fear each day in the peaceful towns of California. But this killer wasn't an ordinary criminal. Killing wasn't just an act for him, it was a game where he ruled minds. His name was Zodiac. Zodiac's first victims, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, had only each other on the outskirts of town. Betty Lou was a friendly young girl with dreams, and David was determined and kind. On that dark night, their dreams and innocence were shattered by Zodiac's horrific plan. Betty Lou's smile that night and David's protective nature became etched in the minds of everyone who knew them. On that dark night, their lives were brutally taken by a killer. But this event represented much more than just a simple murder. That night, not only 2 lives were lost, the foundations of a legend were laid. Zodiac wasn't just a killer, he was a game master. The cryptic letters he sent deepened the mystery behind his murders, turning them into puzzles to be solved. These messages, filled with ciphers and symbols, revealed that he wasn't just a criminal, but a strategist manipulating the human mind. Every move Zodiac made showcased his mastery in the art of spreading fear. In a letter sent to newspapers in 1969, he wrote, "I enjoy hunting people." This sentence was the beginning of understanding the darkness and horrific games in his mind. To Zodiac, human life was nothing more than prey. Zodiac didn't just commit murders, he also turned the media and the public into part of his dark game. His letters didn't reveal his identity, but instead they created a complex riddle in people's minds. In his first letter, there was a cryptic message that had to be deciphered. Zodiac challenged the newspapers and the police, hiding his identity and pulling them into a terrifying puzzle. Every new letter published in the media escalated the public's fear. These letters didn't just describe the murders. Zodiac managed to drag the whole society into the fear-stricken environment he was reshaping. After every murder, Zodiac continued sending cryptic letters to newspapers. These ciphers not only revealed traces of his killings, but also exposed his dark mindset. These unsolved ciphers only deepened the fear. However, over time, things began to change. By the end of 1969, one of Zodiac's letters was finally solved. The cipher was cracked by a high school teacher named Donald Hardin and his wife, Betty, after hours of careful analysis. The couple noticed the repeating patterns of letters in Zodiac's message and proceeded by guessing possible word combinations. Their solution revealed the complex encryption techniques Zodiac used and his intelligence. The solution, reached with patience and reasoning, showed how systematically fear could be created. The message in the cipher clearly revealed Zodiac's dark thoughts. "I love to kill. Taking people's lives makes me happy. I'm always looking for new victims." These statements proved once again that Zodiac wasn't only a killer, but also a master manipulator. Zodiac left new ciphers in each letter. In these ciphers, there was not just a desire to kill, but also a need to create fear. He wasn't a common criminal. He was a fear machine, a master of mind games. In late 1969, Zodiac's next attack occurred at Lake Berryessa. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Ann Shepard were enjoying a peaceful day by the lake, chatting and appreciating nature. Suddenly, a masked man appeared, changing their lives forever. Zodiac approached the couple, tied them up, and then brutally stabbed them. Brian Hartnell managed to escape, wounded, but Cecilia Ann Shepard lost her life. A message left at the scene of the crime made the horror even worse. The killer drew a symbol in the victim's blood and left a note saying, "The person who can solve me will save your life." Zodiac didn't just take lives, he left behind fear and uncertainty in the form of a puzzle. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Ann Shepard, who wanted nothing more than a peaceful day by the lake, became victims of Zodiac's dark game. Under the note, another cipher was added. Zodiac left not just corpses, but also threatening messages waiting to be solved. Brian Hartnell, the only survivor of Zodiac's attack, later recounted the horrors he witnessed. He said the masked man approached him coldly and fearlessly, continuing to spread fear with the symbols he drew to hide his face. According to Hartnell's statement, after Zodiac stabbed him, he calmly walked away, showing the killer's sadistic nature. However, a troubling question remains. Did Zodiac deliberately choose not to kill Brian, or did he have another strategy? Given Zodiac's manipulative and intelligent nature, it's possible sparing Brian had a deeper meaning. Brian's survival could have given Zodiac an opportunity to create even more fear and keep his identity hidden. Perhaps the killer wanted to keep Brian alive as a witness, because behind his murders there was not only death, but also the deepening of fear in people's minds. So what do you think? Did Zodiac deliberately spare Brian, or was there another motive? Share your thoughts with us, because this raises a deeper question about Zodiac's terrifying intelligence and motivations. We're eagerly awaiting your comments. Zodiac didn't just harm bodies, he ruled minds as well. With every letter, he created a more complex atmosphere of fear. The question of who he was only grew more terrifying as it remained unanswered. But the real question hidden behind this mystery was it more frightening that we couldn't figure out Zodiac's identity, or was it the fact that we never caught him? Zodiac spread fear not only in California, but across the entire United States. The strange details of his murders and cryptic messages turned him into a legend. Often, detectives tracking the killer found themselves helpless against his intelligence. Zodiac's complex mind not only terrified the police force, but also plunged the public into deep anxiety. Understanding who he was and why he was never caught was not just about solving a crime. It was much more. Zodiac's messages showed not only the methods of a killer's terror, but how he could consciously control people. Zodiac's identity was never definitively confirmed. The solved ciphers only brought us one step closer to understanding his dark games. But Zodiac always managed to stay one step ahead. He vanished into the darkness. However, the letters and unsolved ciphers he left behind made him an immortal legend. Perhaps the real question is this: who was Zodiac, and why was he never caught? If you love diving into the depths of mysterious and terrifying events, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. With new videos, we will continue to explore the darkest secrets in history and unsolved mysteries together. See you in the next video. Take care.